success story. It does work. It's simply a matter of the employee measuring the variability of what they're doing. And I could give you other examples in other areas of our operation that harvesting is so significant as far as cost that it really, a system like this does in fact work, and it is a statistical means by which you can measure variability and chart it. It beats the heck out of just looking at numbers. Number 3, and equally as important as SPC and employee involvement, is training and retraining and retraining and retraining, and I could go on all day. Both salary and hourly people. You can't forget the hourly people. We've been extremely fortunate in having one of the best teachers that I know of mushroom growing in the world as an employee for the last 4 years. And Peter has been extremely busy, I'll tell you, in training all of our salaried people. And we're about at the point where now we're in the retraining mode. We're not going to stop. We want those folks to come back and be retrained again because things have changed in 4 years. We've also asked Peter to get more directly involved with our hourly people at the operating locations. And that's working out great. We're making some hourly people very happy that they now know a lot more about what they're doing and why they're doing it. We've also spent a lot of time in training our people with regard to people skills, supervisory training, how to handle people. I've heard Peter say this many times, you don't grow mushrooms on aluminum racks, that's for sure. You don't grow mushrooms really in a mushroom house. People grow mushrooms. And you need to know how to handle them. You need to know how to keep them happy, how to supervise them properly. So people skills and supervisory training are extremely important, and we have made that available and in fact demanded it on many of our mushroom farms, all of our mushroom farms. Finally, in the training area, no longer can we be illiterate with regard to computers. So we have established computer training programs at each of our farm locations so that we can become literate with regard to the use of computers. Finally, item number 4, our president of Campbell Soup Company has talked about this, and those of you who have read some of the things he has written, is a firm believer in what we call a total systems approach. And to simplify it and put it in our mushroom growing terms, what this means is a computerization of daily information flow on our farms. This involves the use of personal computers in each of our departments where the information can be inputted daily that comes from that particular area. And that information then flows into a mini mainframe at each of our locations for analysis and reissue to the department so that decision making can be made on a timely basis as to how to do the next day's operation. This kind of total systems approach is not just the mushroom growing side of it at all. It's also, it includes obviously all of that and all the data that are generated in terms of how we grow mushrooms and what the temperatures are and what the relative humidities are and all those kinds of mushroom growing factors, but it also includes all of our accounting functions. It includes our human resources efforts. It provides us with a maintenance inventory and preventive maintenance program. It provides us with all the forms, shouldn't say all the forms, the information to fill out forms with regard to safety, with regard to other things that are involved in a mushroom farm. But it is a total systems approach that says we need all that information, but if you get all that information, you've got to use it. And that means you need to have it analyzed and you have it condensed so that it becomes useful to the management of that particular mushroom operation. So those 4 factors, in our opinion, have made a drastic change in our performance throughout the last 3 or 4 years. Employee involvement, statistical process control, training and retraining, and finally putting it all together with a total systems approach. We think that this approach to management of our mushroom farms has created an environment in which we have seen much improved quality of product, lower cost of that quality product, and a much happier and satisfied workforce.